Hey everyone, I'm Kim and welcome back to Crime Stats Daily. This is a channel where we go beyond the headlines to examine the facts, the statistics, and the stories behind crime in America. Our goal is simple: to separate myth from reality using reliable data and credible research. If you enjoy fact-based crime analysis, please subscribe and join me here each week as we delve into the numbers behind crime in America. Now let's get started. Now, every Monday, we're going to start the week by looking at the major incidents that unfolded across the country over the previous weekend. We'll start in Chicago. Now, in Chicago, over the weekend of August the 7th through August the 9th, the city recorded multiple separate shootings. Mainstream local reporting put the toll at roughly 4 people killed and 12 to 14 wounded by gunfire. Now, some independent tallies ran higher, closer to 19 people shot, with 6 of those fatal. The violence was spread across neighborhoods that included Inglewood, Austin, and Little Village. Now, no single mass shooting dominated the weekend in Chicago, but the cumulative total once again highlights the ongoing challenge of concentrated violence in a handful of Chicago communities. Now let's look elsewhere here in the U.S. In Milwaukee, 3 people were killed in separate overnight shootings late Saturday into early Sunday, with 2 others wounded, including a 15-year-old. And in Memphis, Tennessee, a party fight escalated into a shooting that left 1 woman dead and 4 others injured, meeting the threshold of a mass shooting. And in Tulsa, Oklahoma, 4 people were shot following an argument. No fatalities were reported in initial accounts. Then in Golden, Colorado, there was an officer-involved shooting at a gas station. A suspect opened fire on officers, 1 officer seriously wounded, and the suspect killed. In Bryan, Texas, a shooting that left 1 dead and 2 injured. And moving on to Dallas, Texas, at least 1 additional homicide. A 20-year-old man was found shot to death. League City, Texas, near Houston, a 33-year-old man arrested and charged with murder after allegedly stabbing his parents inside their home. The mother was killed and the father critically injured. Now let's move to South Florida in Lauderhill, Broward County. 23-year-old Steve Joseph was fatally shot during a dispute involving people who knew each other. The man police say fired the weapon, 22-year-old Roderick Daniel Thompson Jr., was arrested on a probation violation for possessing a firearm. Now, as of today, Monday, he has not been charged with the homicide, while investigators review whether the use of force was justified in this shooting. Now let's move to New York City. Multiple individual homicides and stabbings were reported, including near the Dominican Day Parade route and other incidents, plus the ongoing Thomas Ryan case. Let's talk about that. I reported on 2 cases, breaking cases last Friday that came out of New York late last week. So one update on the Thomas Ryan case. This case drew significant attention because it was a multi-day manhunt in New York. Now, on Thursday evening, August the 6th, firefighters responded to a house fire in Greenville, Orange County. This is in New York. After the fire was extinguished, the body of 70-year-old Robert Ryan was found inside. Authorities determined that the fire had been deliberately set and the death was a homicide. His 32-year-old son, Thomas David Ryan, was identified as a suspect and described as armed and dangerous. After a 3-day search, he was taken into custody early Sunday morning. He remains in custody pending formal charges and arraignment. Now, another update out of Mount Vernon, New York. is the Jennifer Lackard case. On August the 4th, just to give you the background, 49-year-old Deputy Commissioner of Wellness or Public Safety for the Mount Vernon Police Department was arrested along with her 20-year-old son, Chase Lackard. Prosecutors allege that on June the 29th, Chase opened fire from a family vehicle at a group of people near the Bronx Hall of Justice in what authorities describe as a gang-related incident. Now, no one was struck, and according to the indictment and court statements, Jennifer Lackard is accused of helping coordinate the getaway and exchanging text messages with her son about timing and positioning. Her husband, James Lackard, is also charged in the case. He later surrendered. Now, Mount Vernon terminated Jennifer Lackard's employment the same day as her arrest, stating that the allegations were unrelated to her official duties, and all three defendants have pleaded not guilty. And Jennifer Lackard posted a $75,000 bail and was released. Her son remains held without bail, and the next court date is scheduled for late September. And now this case stands out because it involves a civilian public safety official in a leadership role, and we'll continue monitoring the court proceedings for any further developments. And that's the data for today. You know, weekend violence clusters in major cities and high-profile cases involving public officials both matter when we're tracking trends and accountability. If you found today's episode helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you don't miss the next episode. Drop a comment down below, please, and let us know if there's any other additional data you would like to hear about or any local angles you'd like us to dig into. I'm Kim. This is Crime Stats Daily. Stay informed, stay aware, and stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.